what do you make of this research?
Well, it's interesting because it does contradict some previous small bits of research. They actually followed 500 people over 15 years, so that's a very long period of time. They're all born in 1936, and they looked to see whether doing things like brain training, crossword, Sudoku made a difference. And it seems that it doesn't stop your brain power declining. However, there is some good news, which is that people who did things that challenged their mind throughout their life started at a higher level. So overall, they scored better. And not only that, but they seem to be better at coping with some of the problems associated with losing memory. And so it may be that it's not a good way to actually prevent things like Alzheimer's in later life, but perhaps challenging your brain throughout your life is a good idea.
And how much of an issue is Alzheimer's, for instance, not just in Kent, but in the whole of the country?
Well, it's a growing problem because it's something that's associated with older age, and we have an ageing population. And whilst actually most of the population are staying healthier later, Alzheimer's is one of these things that bucks the trend, and we're desperate to try and find a way to prevent it because it has a major impact both on the person themselves and all the people around them.
And what would you say that people could do potentially? Is there any way for people to prevent the illness from developing? Is there anything that people can do in their day-to-day lives?
What we seem to think is that the best thing is all those healthy living things that we say anyway, eating healthily, taking exercise throughout your life. And as I say, it may be that actually doing things like brain training may mitigate the things, but only if you start young and do it right through your life rather than waiting until you've already got a problem.
It does seem that it's something that people are quite worried about. What would be, is this something you're hearing from your patients when they come in, that they're worried about developing Alzheimer's?
I have an increasing number of people coming in just worrying they've got the early stages. And we have to remember that there is a little bit of memory loss that happens to everybody. So just because you're getting a bit doesn't mean you're heading in that direction. But you know, the more research we do, the more we understand this disease, the better chance we have of finding a way to stop it happening.